Pediatric diseases by my criteria. Again, those diseases where the majority of patients are folks over 65. Now, there are many, obviously, we all know many diseases where geriatric patients comprise a number of those folks with that particular disease, but I've just chosen 4 here. Alzheimer's, I think every time we think of elderly folks, we think of Alzheimer's. Parkinson's disease, where a fair number, percentage in the far right, 87% of the patients are 65 or older. Urinary incontinence in all its forms, again, where a major problem in the elderly. Here it says about 50% of patients 65 or older. With certain subtypes, it's much larger than that. And again, another area of great importance for the elderly, macular degeneration of the eye, which leads to vision impairment. Again, primarily a geriatric disease with over 75% of the patients with that disorder being 65 or older. So these are the diseases I want to focus on. Now, again, there are many other problems with geriatric: congestive heart failure, cancer, pain, depression. We can go down the list and we could spend hours and hours on each. But I just want to use these 4 diseases to give a quick overview of some of the developments that have taken place in recent years and are continuing to take place to tailor specific therapies for the geriatric population to meet some of the problems I defined a few slides ago. So with that said, let's start with number 1, which is Alzheimer's. And again, a quick review, as I'm sure most of you know, the most common cause of dementia affects over now 10% of folks over 65. Available therapies, mostly still modulators, cholinesterase inhibitors are the most widely used treatment for treating the cognitive symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. And of course, the common problems in Alzheimer's with these folks included memory loss and dysphagia, which, as I said, is ability to difficult to swallow, is also common in Alzheimer's, really contribute to poor patient compliance for traditional oral formulations. So I guess probably one of the earlier breakthroughs, if we could call it that, for Alzheimer's in terms of formulation was taking Pfizer's Aricept, which is the largest seller cholinesterase inhibitor, actually had $3.8 billion in sales in 2008, and it is doing something relatively straightforward, but still helpful, developing an Aricept or a disintegrating tablet for patients with swallow problems. So this was done several years ago, 5 years ago to be exact. And since we've seen ODTs really become a rage in many, many different disease areas because of their convenience in terms of rapid disintegration in the mouth, really helping patients who have difficulty swallowing. And because of the success of the Aricept and other ODT formulations, many other companies are in development with their own ODT formulations, as particular cholinesterase inhibitors for Alzheimer's. And generic Aricept ODT will be introduced after November this year by URL Pharma. So there's going to be continuous developments, obviously, for the ODT because of their rapid melt and their ability to really promote, I should say, compliance in folks.